Ford has revealed more details about the F-150 Lightning electric pickup truck orders. 2 models have already sold out. Now your only choice this year is to buy the top range version for $90,000 US. Here's a breakdown of the models, how many I think they're going to make this year, and where things are looking for Ford. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel on the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Great to have you here on the channel. Big shout out and thank you to our Patreon supporters. Really appreciate your support. Just want to tell you that personally, every one of you means a lot to me. I'll put a link in the description below to our Patreon account. Now, also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's fantastic to have you here on board. I hope you have had an amazing year this year. I hope it's going to be the best year ever for you. It's definitely been that way for me so far. So, what's going on with Ford? Well, Ford actually capped their pre-orders for the F-150. They stopped taking pre-orders last December at 200,000. So, they could have been at 300,000 by now. Who knows what they would have been at, but they just paused those pre-orders because they just have way too much demand. When I say way too much, I mean way too much. For example, right? Ford have 200,000 pre-orders, right? They're only going to make, best case scenario, 15,000 to 20,000 this year. Now, 2 models have sold out. The XLT and the Pro. The Pro is the cheapest version. XLT is the second cheapest version. Coincidentally, conveniently, they've both sold out. Unsurprising, right? Ford's doing what Tesla is doing, making more money while they can. Now, apparently there was an internal document at Ford circulating that showed possible trim allocations for the 2022. For the Pro version, the cheapest version was around 10% of all production. That means they're only going to make between 1,000 and 2,000 at maximum. So, I mean, 200,000 pre-orders this year, they're only going to make 1,000 to 2,000 of the cheapest model. Not a lot of production for those so-called $40,000 pickup trucks. Now, don't get me wrong. It's amazing they exist. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how Ford can do that. I think that's a loss leader. What is a loss leader? Well, it means that they're basically doing it as a marketing ploy. They make a loss on each vehicle. I'm almost certain that they're making a loss on each vehicle at $40,000. But if they only make 1,000 to 2,000 of them, the losses are not that great. Well, it depends though, doesn't it? Let's say they lose $10,000 per vehicle and then make 2,000 of them, then that means that they would lose $20 million. That's a lot of money for a marketing ploy. I don't know if that's true. That's just back of the napkin maths there. So don't quote me on that one. Anyway, it is good news that these F-150s are sold out. Let's be frank. Why? Well, this means more EVs taking the place of internal combustion engine trucks. So what are Ford planning on doing in 2023? Well, they're planning on selling 150,000 units in 2023, but obviously chips and cells are going to be an issue. What are my predictions for this year and next year? I don't think Ford will get anywhere near 20,000 this year. I think 15,000 would be a pretty good number. I'd be surprised if they even got that. Let's just go for 14,000 this year. Next year, they're saying 150,000 vehicles will be produced next year. Highly unlikely. I'd go with maybe 80,000. Still, if Ford can get close to 100,000 between this year and next year put together, that would be a good result for them, considering how they're going with the Mustang right now. Production of that vehicle has been less this year than what it was for the same quarter last year. So hopefully Ford can improve significantly on that, which is a bit of a disaster in my opinion. Now, a Ford bulletin sent to dealers on the 12th of April informed them that the 2 trim levels, the Pro and the XLT, are sold out for 2022, which I think was pretty obvious. I'm not really sure why this would even need to be a bulletin to Ford dealers, considering the fact that obviously they have 200,000 pre-orders. I mean, clearly they would have sold those out a long time ago. But anyway, in this letter, Ford said that the 2022 F-150 Lightning Pro standard range battery and XLT configurations are currently sold out for retail customers. The Pro and the XLT are the cheapest F-150 Lightning trims, starting at $40,000 for the Pro and $52,974 for the XLT. Now that's before destination charges and incentives. Customers who want a 2022 F-150 Lightning have no choice but upgrade to the Lariat, which starts at $67,474. That means shelling out at least $14,500 more than the XLT with the standard range battery, and it's $27,500 more than the Pro, which was only available with the standard range battery for retail consumers. However, if money is no issue, then you can actually get the range topping Platinum, which costs $90,874, unless you're willing to wait for the 2023 F-150 Lightning orders to open. However, considering there's 200,000 pre-orders already, I would say that actually the reality is 2023 and 2024's production is likely sold out. At least halfway through 2024 anyway. However, Ford did say something kind of interesting. They said that they're leaving the door open, you might say, for existing reservation holders, saying that as commodities become available, future invitations for currently sold out models will include reservation holders who chose an option called Extend My Reservation. As the name suggests, the option extends their reservation to future model years. That said, Ford CEO Jim Farley expects 80% of those who have reserved an F-150 Lightning to end up buying. I think it'll be much higher than that. I think it's going to be a minimum of 95%, because I think most people will be aware that if they do get one of these, pick one of these up, they'll be able to sell it for more secondhand, or for more once they've taken delivery, than what they cost new. So it's a no-brainer to just go through with the order, and then if you don't want it, just sell it. Now, apparently, customers will start taking deliveries in 6 days' time from now on the 26th of April. And on that date, there will be a launch event for the vehicle where customers can come and take deliveries, which will be held near Detroit at Ford's Rouge Electric Vehicle Center in Dearborn, Michigan. Now, personally, I actually think the Chevy Silverado is probably a better pickup truck. Personally, I'd rather have a Silverado EV or a Cybertruck. But that said, I still love this pickup truck. It's great, and the prices are amazing. I'm not sure why Ford is selling these so cheap. I mean, honestly, I think they could charge probably an extra 10% easily and still have those 200,000 pre-orders. Well, clearly more. I mean, they've stopped taking those pre-orders like I just said earlier in the video, in December. Tell me what you think about this EV. What's your favorite of the 4 pickup trucks? Rivian R1T, the Ford F-150 Lightning, the Silverado Electric pickup, and the Cybertruck. What would be your preference? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm actually really interested to see this, what people say. Maybe we can have like some sort of unofficial tally here to see what people think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.